Hello Salesforce lovers, my name is Abhay and I welcome you all to SFDCGYM YouTube channel. In today's video, we will learn how we can list out product information like that. Like we want to show their images, their name, their description, price details, and something similar that is showing in this image. Right? Okay, so let's start. Well, this is the second video of the series. So if you haven't checked out the first video, please pause this and check it first. Okay. So in the previous video, we have used this selectable item to display the product information like that. In today's video, we will make a more UI friendly component that can handle something similar requirement, right? But before that, let me also show you what are the other options that Vlocity OmniScript is providing. So see guys, whenever you deal with OmniScript and you want to make a UI, you have three options. One is you can drag the native elements like how we have used this selectable item, right? The other option is you can use the HTML templates. These are nothing but your Vlocity HTML templates. We will use the same for today's demo. The other option is we have LWC enable option as well. So we can also use LWC to make a rich UI related applications. Okay. So before we use this HTML template, let me show you what are the other options that are available apart from this selectable item to display something in a list view. All right. So what I'm trying to do is I will deactivate this. Let me make it 2. So it will not show. I will also drag another step. We go to the groups, add a step before it, and I will also add a block. Well, why I'm using block? Because block is a place which help you to retrieve the data if it is in a list format, because they have this repeat checkbox. Let's use it. And here I will use result. And here I don't want to display anything, so I'm making it blank. But before we go with this, let me show you the JSON structure in our in our data raptor. So see guys, in the output panel, we have used these three fields: description, name, and the product image. Product image is nothing but a text field that I have created. It is a custom field. Okay. Now let me quickly go and do the preview so that we will aware how the JSON is looking. So see guys, the parent node is product. Now name and the description are the values. So similar ways to get this description value, we need to start from product, right? So that's why I drag the element and name it result. Now I need to drag a no, actually we need to make it product here. Okay, this is the product, and here steps we can make it result. We can make it false. So result product. Now we need to use the text element here. Why text? Because we want to show this name. So just quickly write name here. Since it is a product page, we don't want the user to edit anything, right? There's no need. They only need to view it, right? So just check this checkbox, read only. Similar ways there, the description is a long text field. We use this text area here. Go back, copy the description and use it here. Also leave the label, check this read only checkbox. Go to the preview and see how it is looking now. See guys, this is how it is showing. It is showing the name. There's no description. There's a name, the description, name and description, right? So this is how the page will look like. Let me also load the third value, which is the image URL. I just want to show you how basically the entire scripts will look like if we go with the native options that OmniScript is providing. Okay, so this is how the page will look like. Let it load. I'm using the lightning, so it is a little okay. We just need to check this read only because we don't want to make user irritable. Okay, so this is how your page will look like. Now let's come back to today's requirement. which is we want to make a page like this. So for that, see, this is how it will look like. Let me also disable the look. I'm just making adding a render condition name not equal to 123. We don't want to this thing to display right here. So see guys, this is our selectable item. All right, this is the JSON data that it will look like. Now what we will do, we will use the HTML template here. For that, we need to go and create a template. So let's quickly go to the all tabs. Search for template. It is this one, Vlocity template. Click here and click on the new. It will ask you to pull the name. Let's give it some name. We will use UI product. Now it will ask you what is the template author, which is the default template that it will pick. Now this will use what are the options that are available. Means you want to enable for OmniScript, you want to make it for visual, Velocity mobile. We in our case we want to use it for OmniScripts. So select this type and use click create. Now the moment you click on the create, you will see there are 4 options. Like one is to put the HTML, CSS, JavaScript and edit. Edit is nothing but to change the definitions. So mainly 3 options. So see guys, what this HTML template does, it simply take the data from your JSON tree and instead showing this with the help of these native elements, it asks you to create your own HTML and show it. Okay, it is very similar than how we do it and LWC and your Aura, where the component part, the CMP part will only use to generate the HTML. The rest, the JavaScript and the data is coming from the backend. It is very similar to that. We just need to create the basic HTML. We can use JavaScript. We will discuss this as well. We can also avoid the native CSS. So we will also discuss. Okay, so see, I have already created one HTML sample. Let me use the same here and I will explain what it does it. See guys, let's use the same name here. I think we need to save it first. Yeah, it is saved. Then we need to use the name here. Okay, yeah. Now let me explain what is this. See, from just forgot about this first line, I will explain you what is this. Now let's discuss about the second verse. This is nothing but I have taken this from the Lightning Design System, LDS. Use whatever the requirement here. I just use this from the Lightning Designing System. This is nothing but a card layout. This is great. We want to show a 3-column layout. Right, 3 column 1 2 3, right? So this is 3 out of 12. The first section is nothing but to show the image. The second section is for the displaying the information and the third section is for pricing, right? So we have used the same thing here as well. So now let's discuss how the dynamic values we can get, because we are inside a list, right? We are inside a list. We want to print the name and the description, right? And also the image is correct. So how we can do that? For that we need to use this tag. See guys, this is very important. This bt tree dot response, this is nothing but the way to retrieve your JSON tree, right? In your template, you have to use it. Now the rest thing is where your information exists. In our case, our information is existing inside this result product name, right? This is our main information that are exist in the OmniScript, right? Result product and name. So same ways we have using result product. Since we have multiple products, so it will be returning a list. So we are storing it in a list. And here we are not using but nothing but a ng repeat. Simple Angular script, right? Now we are repeating this div. And what we are showing, we have used this to display image, we have used this to display name, we have used this to display the description. And these are the static value that we have hard coded. I hope this is clear now. Right. We also have an option to use CSS. For that, this is very normal CSS script. You can use something similar. LIE and those native, I have changed the definition of SLDS card here. There's something that I have changed. Similar ways, we have a JSON option as well. We will see JSON in some time. Now let me save it. Okay. One more thing we need to do, guys, we need to also activate this. All right, once we do it, we just need to come back. We have also used the same in the same result tab. There's no need to add a separate step. I use the same step here. All right, so once we go and make a preview, you can see the information is looking like this. Now what I did is actually I have only used the product images for some products. Okay, now let's go to the our data raptor and only extract those information. Okay, so I'm just using name contains Samsung. Okay, now come back, go to the data, clear the history and reload it. So you can see our component is now showing this information. Now, since it is not yet activated, so we can't use it externally. Let's quickly go and activate this script. Once it get activated, we need to copy this URL and paste it to the other browser. Okay, now you can see the information are listed. Okay, so this is how the page will look like. This is the initial page. This is how it will look like. In our further videos, we will check how we can make this information configurable. We will leverage the we will leverage the velocity related concepts, which is what called your product console. Okay, we will add a product directly in product console, and once it added, we will check how it is showing in our this UI. Okay, we will also leverage the attributes and these other things to make this information configurable. As of now, whatever you're seeing, the name and the description, they are coming from the object fields, but this information we cannot store in object field. I will tell you in further videos why and what are the challenges there. All right, that is it for today. If you have any questions, please comment that down and please subscribe the channel. Thanks.